Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. I've made this card today and this is how I've done it. So I've used Daisy May Arch Tone edge dies, just two of them, the plain one and this edge. Using a stencil, just a brick stencil, I'm going to use antique linen just to put a little interest in the background. I'm going to have a look just to see what effect it's made. And it is very subtle, but I would like to just have it another colour to it as well. So I'm looking in my stash and I'm picking up one that I made myself with the re-inkers, and it's a Soft Stone by Gina K. I'm going to put that on, and I've chosen the Soft Stone because it is still subtle, but it will deepen the antique linen. I don't want anything harsh on the background. And that's lovely. Just giving it a little bit more. And that's enough. So taking that stencil away, that's going to be a nice backdrop for this martini glass. Now the set I'm using, it's the first time I have actually used it, and it's a Spellbinders Olive Martinis die set. So I've cut all the bits and pieces out, just out of my scrap box, chosen colours just to make a cocktail. So I'm just gluing them together. And once I'd got my head round it, to know what I was going to do, it came together quite easily. I'm going to get some ink, just to do a bit of ink blending in Tangerine Tango, just to blend those colours together and give it a little bit more depth, just to make it a bit more realistic looking. I don't know what this drink is supposed to be. I'm a non-drinker, so it was quite hard for me to make this up, and I don't know if you're supposed to have olives on it or not, but I've done some oranges, orange twists and some olives, and still cutting it out of scraps. I'm going to put a little bit of olive ink onto that green cardstock on the olives, just at the base, just to give those some depth as well. So popping some glue just around that circle of the olive, and I've cut some brown. And just placing those on top, and don't they look quite realistic? And that's the orange twist. Of course, you could do lemons as well. You do get these little extra curly pieces, which I've cut out in a deeper orange colour. I'm going to pop those together just to layer them up. I think these look so nice when they're all in their own little elements. These twists would be good on a cake as well. Now I've done 3 of each. I don't know if I'm going to use 3, but I just thought if I cut them out and I need them, that's fine. If I don't use them, then I'll use them on another project. So I've cut the glass out twice, once in white and then the mirror, and stacked them together. I'm going to put that liquid part onto the glass. I'm going to do it from behind. So just running a bead of glue on that edge. Just getting it in position. I've got to be honest, once I cut all these pieces out, I didn't really know how to do it, and I sat scratching my head, and my husband brought me a coffee and he said, what's the matter, are you stuck? And I had my coffee, and all of a sudden I just knew what I was going to do. So you might be like me, think, what am I doing? But if you just take stock a minute, 9 out of 10 times, an idea will always come. So I think I'm going to put these olives onto some foam pads. I'm just cutting some down just for the right sizing. I didn't want the depth to be too high. So placing it on, not really knowing which angle to pop it in. Taking the backings off. And having another one above. Just adjusting it. And now doing a twist. Just having a look. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have the one. So I've got my backings back in. So I've done one of the daisy maze in mirror card, in the silver mirror, keeping everything tonal. And I'm going to place that on the top of the bricked stencil work. So gluing it down. And I'm going to use the wet glue as well. Just doing slight dots at the top of the glass. And I did the double layer as well onto the pick, that cocktail stick. I think that is looking lovely. Just having a look with my base card as well, and I'm going to put the double-sided tape on it just to raise it up, that foam pad. I've took it all off because I've got all those different angles. So getting it centred. This base card is 5.5 by 7 3/4. Putting a little foam pad onto the orange twist and placing that down. Now I've cut some stars out, different sizes, just in the scrap pieces of card, keeping it all tonal. 3 at the top and 3 at the bottom. I'm just getting a dot of glue. I'm going to place those down. I always like to arrange it first, just to make sure that they're going down in the correct position. Using that pickup tool. So I didn't do a sentiment, so I looked in my dies and I found a cheers die. So I cut it out twice, one in white and one in the silver to be coordinating, and then layered them together. It gives them extra strength, and all my plan is to have it over that stem, but just put glue onto the H and pop it down onto the stem. Then pop in some glue just on the back of that S, because that cut out separate. After I'd done, I did check the C, and I did tuck in a little foam pad just to give that extra support on that end, but you don't see that, but that is actually what I've done. So this is my finished card. I hope you've liked it. If you've got this die, have another go. Like and subscribe. I'll see you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching.